back with an update on the Beige Beast, uncovering what happened leaving us stranded on a mountaintop with self-applying brakes. In this video, we dive into those brakes and we get distracted along the way with some side quests to keep the Beige Beast dry, namely building a carport. So, it has been a minute, and maybe I'll make a video explaining why the update is taking so long, but one of the biggest reasons why we have not gotten to the Beige Beast is because of weather. And today, for the first time in a while, it's kind of warm. I think it's approaching 70, and the humidity, I don't know, I haven't checked. It's not raining though. It's not humid, and we can tear open some brakes. I'll give you a quick teaser of some of the things I've been working on in the meantime. You might be able to see it behind me. You might be able to see another thing behind me, but I'll have to make another video addressing those things later. For now, we're working on the Beige Beast. Looks really great from this angle. Round one was successful. We didn't get a video of it. I need to fix that. We got 40 feet of carport that we're moving about 20-ish feet at a time, or 10 feet at a time. Let me show you. This is a good idea. Right. I think it's a great idea.
Great idea.
It's a great idea.
Welcome to all teenagers.
Quick backstory on where this carport came from. I had a neighbor say, "Get it out of my yard and it's yours." And I said, "Challenge accepted." And that's about it. With cover, we get all sorts of debris. Doesn't really matter where we live, so we gotta air her out for this new season. There's not a lot of moisture getting through the thing. There's definitely some condensation that accumulates no matter what we do, which is why I'm coming up with plan B for the Beige Beast. Maybe. Stay tuned. We'll see if we pull it off. The only issue so far is height. So I guess either we'll extend the legs or we will build up a little base pony wall. Right now those crossbars right there are 8 feet. The Beige Beast is sitting pretty at like 10.5 feet. So we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do. sounds real fun. I'm going to try to transfer all 40 feet of that bad boy here, but this thing decided not to start. Had a loose connection on the starter. That's what I'm suspecting. I guess there's very possible we popped a fuse somewhere, but it sat for a couple months in a very wet winter, and connections that were already a little suspect could have oxidized or come loose or who knows what. So that's what's nice. Get it running, move it out of the way, put this carport in. But again, 8 foot high, needs to be at least 10.5 feet high. Should be fun. Connected the battery back up, round 2. Let's see if she wants to fire. There you go, girl. Pump's priming again. Battery reads that it has voltage this time. Nope. What could be causing that? Maybe I have a relay issue. Well, very cool. I guess I get to figure that out now. Stupid starter solenoid. I think that's what it is. It's on the gear reduction starter. The lead comes off always. So pretty good odds it'll start now. Let's see. Let's try her. Bigfoot key. All right. Doing this stuff one-handed is always super easy. Look at that. She's gonna be cold, so might take a couple starts, a couple cranks. Just have to gun it. No steam coming out of the exhaust. See if I can let off the gas slow. Still sounds pretty good, just very cold. Will you idle? It's not even that cold out. Let's go look at the exhaust real quick. A little bit condensation, but just let her idle. She lives. I'm not actually good at being a YouTuber, apparently. It's already in, and I didn't video any of it. It barely fits. All the cutouts the nice lady that we got it from made perfectly fit, so it's both in and outside of our fence. So this fence is forever going to be here. But obviously, you know, a lack of fasteners shows you that we're not quite done. So, but it fits. All 40 feet. The next trick will be height. How high can we get the middle of this carport? I'm going to bottom out on this roof, and that will limit our height. So I'm wondering how level we are, because this side's higher than the other side by a fair bit. We need about 10.5 feet, and from the box it says that to the center, to that little cross brace, is 8 feet. So we got 8 feet on this side, and I got another 1.5 foot maybe to the roof line on my house. So I don't know. I guess I could cut the roof on my house a little bit. That wouldn't be janky though, would it? I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Hold on. Yeah, I sure My wife would be fine with just zipping that off right there a little bit. I'm sure that'd be cool. It's almost in its final resting spot. We just have some extensions to place on all of these legs. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you for the help. Got it in pieces, but we have 40 foot of carport and we need to raise it 2 feet. So maybe I'll set up a time lapse. Block delivered for the rest of the Beige Beast's home. It's not quite tall enough, and it's also not quite affixed to the ground, so, you know, have to have a forklift. A big box store to sell you the cheapest block you can find. So I got this handy dandy contraption. I am hoping that this is the key to our issue of self-applying brakes. I guess everyone is out in the neighborhood right now. It was seriously dead quiet a minute ago. Essentially, this pneumatic brake bleeding kit is going to answer a couple questions. Questions regarding what I think was happening with the especially front brakes, but essentially what I believe was going on, and we'll find out here in a moment, is that water got into the brake lines, and these old setups had a whole bunch of steel tube that would go along the frame, but then between the frame and each caliper was a section of rubber, and that rubber will go bad, and before it leaks, it apparently can let moisture in. So when these brakes were getting hot, they were clamping. They're clamping because of steam power. So I basically had steam power brakes on the Beige Beast. We are going to start with this back rear passenger after I level the beast, and we'll see if I'm right. Probably really quickly. We'll also see how quickly the old girl fires up. Got this gummy connection on the starter, and every now and then I have to crawl under there and jiggle a wire. I'm hoping that won't happen. Oh, I took the battery out. Hold on. It's fine. This is why it takes me forever to do anything, because I forget what stage I left stuff in. Since these batteries don't get used much in the winter, I bring them inside. Except for, I guess, this last winter, they got used and abused. But don't like leaving vehicle batteries out for the long winter months. Moisture and cold. Batteries don't like that. Right. Let's connect her up. We can see what's up. Wasn't trying to rhyme. Sometimes I do it all the time. Because occasionally I'm a poet. I don't even know it. This is probably not going to make it in the video, so ignore me. Just being weird. I'm sure my kids won't cringe at all. This does absolutely, possibly, maybe, definitely make it past the editor, who may or may not be their father. Y'all could feel free to edit the videos yourselves, since it's all your idea. Or you can live with dad jokes. living on the internet forever. We reprimed the fuel. We got the old girl running. Not gonna move her yet because she doesn't like to move cold. We have a battery. It fired up. The last time I moved it, the brakes were not locked up because they're not warm enough to be locked up. So let's see if she'll just idle in reverse. If I have to give her some encouragement. No, encouragement it is. Oh, they are locked a little bit. Could be rust though. Yeah, now it's freely moving. How level are we? I'm trying to get this level. Gonna have to eyeball level it because I don't have any of my auto levelers in here. First and foremost, I have to remove this entire shroud. For context, this is the front door of the Beast, and the brake pedal is right there. And I put something called a master cylinder behind this shroud to pull this whole shroud out. I don't think I have any access to it, but there's that little hole. I'm trying to see if I can fit my body and myself in there to get to it, because it's up in there somewhere. And then the engine's beyond that, obviously, but pretty tight. Everything's rested pretty tight. Let me just show you what I'm working on. This is rubber, but then it connects up to metal. So I'm replacing all of these. As you can see, these fittings are all pretty rusty. I'm gonna spray them all down. I'm gonna spray this side too. And then we're gonna bleed them all, because I have a feeling that all these calipers have water in them, which is bad. I gotta do all these. I don't know if I'm gonna take off the other wheels because I can just crawl under there and reach everything, but I had to get to this. So I'd rather not trust any more 2-ton jacks when, you know, I think it's probably actually fine. 2 tons in the front, 1 corner. So all 4 corners would be 8,000 pounds. I don't know. No, 2 tons, that's 4,000 pounds. So times 4 is 16,000 pounds. Oh, we're actually fine. Math's easy, guys, don't worry about it. As I'm waiting for it to dry, because, you know, it rained again, we are finalizing the home. Got all this shoring up material that I'm using because Beige Beast is tall. We're gonna put in some ground anchors. We're gonna use the rest of these blocks here to level this. I don't think I'll get it level today, but the goal is today, pull out everything that I've been covering under here and put the Beige Beast in here, even though it's not level. I'm gonna get the brakes bled, replace the brake lines, and then put her under cover so she's not exposed to any more direct moisture. Indirectly, she will always have moisture because of humidity and such. But we are going to have a crew here today helping me finalize this. This is a 40-foot run. I'm trying to have it slope slightly towards the back. If you can't tell, these riffles, I'll show you from the front. These riffles, these ridges on the roof material, they are dumb. There's no way water is shedding from the pitch down because of the way they made it. But yeah, right now it's held together by ratchet straps because everything's moving so much, and once I have it exactly where I want it, which hopefully will be today, and once this is dry, hopefully today, that is gonna go in here and I can clean everything and put everything where it's supposed to be, because it's been a construction site for the last couple weeks, honestly. Too many. We'll see. I mean, sort of stopped. So we got a wheel off. We got a trusty jack stand that is, you know, 2 tons, so totally rated for this. Sure it won't move at all. Just so I can get up in there. That actually did give us enough access. Let's turn on a light. Okay, that is officially the master cylinder reservoir. How are you supposed to top this off when you're driving? This is absurd. Oh my goodness. So yeah, just again, for reference, let's say I needed to service the brakes on the highway, I would need a 3-ton floor jack, jack stands, an impact to take the wheel off, and then I could check the brake fluid, because I'm not small enough to just creep up in there. Maybe some people are, but that's wild. Okay, that's officially the first thing about this ride that I really don't like, mechanically speaking. So currently we are having no luck getting these metal fittings off. They're too rusted on. I've been soaking them overnight, so I'm going to shift gears. I'm just going to try to bleed some of these, and we'll see what the fluid looks like. That'll tell us a lot about what's going on. I only see one area that could be leaking, brake fluid, which could be introducing moisture, but I also think moisture could be introduced through that tiny little hole. Look at all the rust around that. That right up there is the brake master cylinder reservoir. So we'll see what we got cooking. I'm going to start bleeding here momentarily. I think we figured it out. The rustiest looking brake fluid I've ever seen. Look at that. It's not supposed to be orange. It's supposed to be clear. I'm going to keep siphoning it out using this fancy tool. And we'll take a closer look at it in a glass jar, so we can look at a side profile. It's not good. I'll pour this out into a glass jar so we can look at it a little better. Just a little comparison. That's new from the bottle. DOT 3 and 4. I don't know if 3 or 4 have different colorations, but it's supposed to look like that, not like that. I think the fluid's both cooked and waterlogged. Now the method to the madness is I'm waiting for this to stop being wetted. I'm going to put a bunch of fluid through it. Rather waste brake fluid and not end up on the side of the road again. So $25 versus potential death seems like a easy enough trade-off. Slow going and loud. But actually I might just be seeing clear fluid. No way. I don't know if this is going to pick up on camera, but that's clear fluid. Okay, Cal, I'm going to look for you in my mirror. I need you to have a thumbs up unless something's going wrong. Same with you. I'm looking for you in my mirror. If something's going wrong, you need to yell. Stop. Being the first time I tried to fit the Beige Beast under this carport, I thought it might make sense to have some extra eyes on it, even if those eyes were a little squirrely and easily distracted. Hey, look at that. We got 2 different camera angles on this bad boy, but one camera angle is noticeably less clear because it may or may not have been my oldest son's cell phone. And his cell phone may not have the best camera, or maybe he just didn't clean the lens. Or maybe I'm not really that good at making YouTube videos and I didn't check either one of those things before I said, sure, let's get 2 angles on it. Record away, kid. But that's neither here nor there. I really wanted to jump on here real quick to talk about this carport that my kid is under and why we spent so much time building it. I'm fairly confident brake fluid cannot get that dark without some sort of moisture or contaminant caused by moisture like rust getting into the system. This is why we thought it was so important to build a permanent cover to keep the Beige Beast dry.
Yeah.
We're good. Yes. No, you're not.
I need you to make sure the RV doesn't hit the carport.
Yes, it's not. Oh, gosh. Yes.
Am I good? How much room do I have?
You have
No, between the top of the carport and the top of the RV.
like 6 foot, maybe 5 foot.
No, I'm looking. I have inches, Jason.
Oh.
You've been watching this whole time.
Oh, I was looking over there. But over here I've been looking too. You have inches.
Am I going to hit that last crossbar or can I back up more?
No, you're not.
I think you're good now. It's fully under the carport.
How much further, Jason?
So now our vintage motorhome, the Beige Beast, has its own home that will protect it from all of the weather we get all year long and keep it roughly in good shape. I mean, good shape is relative, I suppose. She's vintage in all the right ways. But we have a little bit more that we plan to do with this space. As you can tell, the Beige Beast leans really hard to the passenger side of the vehicle, and there's quite a discrepancy in that pad. But we'll work on that in the future. But now the Beast is undercover and I don't have to worry about rain so much. We can get to the business of pulling hoses. After quite a while soaking with some penetrant, we got a brake hose off. This is the old one. I cut it off so we could test it. Couldn't fit my straw into this metal end. So we got the new one right here. But I was told that you could spray a cleaner through the hose, and if it didn't come out the other side, that would kind of tell you everything you needed to know. Oh, it's just spraying all over the camera. Coming right out. Okay, that might already tell us everything we need to know. See if I can get this on camera better. Oh, it's gonna spray me though. Oof. Just coming right back out the side it's spraying from. Let's try the new brake line, see if it's any angrier or happier about having cleaner sprayed through it. Oh, it's coming out the other end. Can you see that? I think that's definitive. Let's go the other way too. It's coming back a little bit, but nope, went all the way through. Well, looks like the first of 4 rubber hoses that go to the wheels, there's actually a 5th one that goes to the rear axle, was creating a one-way valve. I think we figured out our self-applying brake problem. Well, should fit all the way down. We are going to level this pad because it's very unlevel right now. The whole RV leans lazily to the passenger side. I wanted to show you how close we got. Had my sons helping me, which is great, but I would say we had maybe 2 or 3 inches to spare. Whew. View of the lean. I have a buddy that will come at some point when he has free time and free machines and will level it for me, which is going to be great. For the time being, we're going to finish staking the carport to the ground and make sure it doesn't fly away. And just leveled it all today. So it's 40 feet of carport. It has a slight slope towards the back. I have to put ground stakes down before any crazy storms come and clean up my mess. Oof. But she's protected and her brakes work. And who knows, maybe the next video will show us taking a trip that doesn't involve a tow truck. Now wouldn't that be wild?